What's up with it, everybody? You tune in to another episode of Everything Boxing. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. There he go talking that boxing again. Yeah, you know how we do. We in here once again. And when you come in, you know how to do. Tap in the comment section. Let me know that you in the building. Let me know your name and where you coming from.
I can feel it in the back of my mind. It's like Mary Jane came at the right time. While I'm feeling divine, I take a look at the sky to make me feel like a nigga wanna stay high. Take a look at my eyes, you probably think it was blind. When you see a nigga eyes that no fool.
It's a whole lot going on. It's a whole lot going on in this world. Leonard Ellaby's nose, what's good with it? Coming in from that Las Vegas, Nevada. Y'all give me one second like I always do. Let me give people time to know that I'm in the building. What's up with it? Sam Bam off in the building from AZ side. That's what it is. Off in my city. Leonard, let me see. Dayton Henry Jr. off in the building. What's good with it, fam? Marcus Naw, what's good with it? Ohio runs boxing. Daryl Ford, what's happening with it? Daryl, when you gonna get back in the ring? Daryl, coming in from that Tuck Town. Stephen Pope, what's good with it, fam? Hey, y'all don't know about that old school Mr. Pookie. And yeah, like I said, if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Everything Boxing, and hit my like button. James Dominguez, what's good with it? And everybody go subscribe to Punchline Boxing with Kelly Pavlik and James Dominguez. They always do great shows, and I mean, they know boxing. We gonna get serious tonight, though. We got a lot of serious things that's going on in this world that we need to address. James Dominguez from Oxnard, California, and Youngstown, Ohio, in the building. Hey, Marcus Naw says Ohio runs boxing. Oh, you already know, James. Yes, sir. Yeah, like I said, and I'm going to get the show started soon. Just wait for some more people to come in the building.
I can feel it in the back of my mind. It's like Mary Jane came at the right time. While I'm feeling divine, I take a look at the sky to make me feel like a nigga wanna stay high. Take a look at my eyes, just I'm really
Leonard Ellaby's
no fool. The people cooking niggas so cool. I've been high all day being a nigga.
Arizona Reggie, what's good with it? Hey, Arizona Reggie, you remember that old school Mr. Pookie? The Marcus Weaver Sr. And you better put the senior on his name because ain't no junior about him. What's good with it? Like I said, we're going to get the show started real soon. Hit my like button and subscribe on YouTube if you're not on YouTube. Go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel Everything Boxing. Yeah, it's a lot of crazy shit going on. A lot of crazy shit going on. I knew it was serious. I appreciate it, James. I knew it was serious. I've been knowing it was serious, but I knew it was real serious with this coronavirus when they canceled basketball. And yeah, when they canceled all basketball, I knew this was real serious. A lot of people laughing and think it's a joke. It's not no joke. This is serious. So let's go ahead and get into it. Tranisha Foreman, what's good with it? How you doing, sweetheart? Damon Martinez off in the building. Bronx, New York, Orlando, Florida, upstate New York. What's going down? So let's just go ahead and get into it. I see a lot of people making jokes and think this whole coronavirus thing is a joke. This is not a joke. Okay. And let me let y'all know something. I got a real close homeboy. Okay. Arizona Reggie, you know who I'm talking about. Eric. Okay. My boy, Eric, he told me about this stuff. He's been telling me about this stuff for the last 5 to 6 years. He said this was going to happen. Right. I'm not dead serious. This is no coincidence. My boy told me this everything that's going on right now with the coronavirus. He told me this shit was going to happen for the past 5 or 6 years. He's been stressing to me. He told me exactly what was going to happen. He says they're going to come out with a virus. It's going to be, he was like, it's going to be worldwide. And he told me, he said, load up on your firearms. He said, load up on water, food, and all of that. Okay. I can really get deep into it, but I'm not going to do all of that. But I just want to let everybody know it's serious. So, everybody that think it's a game and think it's funny and want to make memes and that's all cool. But at the end of the day, when you're affected by it, when somebody close to you is affected by it, it's not going to be funny then. And I realized that it really hit me when I saw them shut down the NBA, the NCAA, colleges are being shut down, schools, and it's affecting boxing. It's affecting boxing big time too. And we're going to get into all of that. Come on. They're shutting down damn near $1 trillion, multi-billion dollar corporations. One NBA team alone is worth, billions of dollars. So you think it's a joke if they shut down seasons and all? It's not no joke. Jamar Tate, what's going down with it? Peace to you. Cesar off in the building from that Cali 818. Tranisha Foreman. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm trying to stay out the way. No gym or none of that for me. I'm gonna work out at home. I'm trying to stay out the way and stay inside as much as I can. Real talk. Daryl, population control. Yeah. Most definitely. I could get into all of that, because a lot of people not woke about this shit. I could really get into all of that, but I'm not gonna do that. This is really not what I use this platform for. But we're gonna talk about it a little bit, but I'm not really gonna dive into it like I really could, but what I do stress to everybody is everybody need to really go do their research and just really, look into what's going on. Do your research and look into what's going on. And the thing is that us over here in America, we bad off because I was actually listening to Bernie Sanders this morning, and Bernie Sanders was talking about, basically the state of America. And what he was basically saying is that we are not prepared for it. He said all these other countries are well ahead of us. All these other countries have been preparing for this shit for years. Okay. And Donald, you could blame it on Donald Trump or whatever, we all got our own personal opinions. I'm not going to get into all of that political stuff, but at the end of the day, we were supposed to be preparing for this just like all the other countries, and we didn't. Okay. We're not prepared for this. What's going to happen and what's going on, our country is not prepared for it. And Bernie Sanders and they was talking about all of that on CNN this morning when I was watching it. They're talking about how they've actually only been able to test less than 11,000, right? They've only been able to test less than 11,000 people in America for this coronavirus, right? How many people do we have in America? We have what? Probably 360 million, somewhere around there right now. But they've only been able to test less than 11,000. And it's going to get a lot worse because we don't have enough testing kits. We're just not, we're not prepared for it. We're way behind. And so for them to come out and say that America is way behind all of these other countries, that the coronavirus struck first, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? We have a problem. And like I said, just make sure that everybody's and that y'all inform yourself what's going on and make sure that you're prepared and ready for real. Make sure that y'all, because I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear this. Y'all want me to just talk boxing, period, and I really don't care. Just make sure you prepared and ready for what's about to go down. Because if you think it's a game, it's not a game. But anyway, so as far as boxing, we're seeing that it's affecting boxing now. Top rank, Top Rank, they didn't all out cancel their event, but the fight with Shakur Stevenson and Mariaga, they're actually making that to where no fans can attend. They're giving everybody their money back for the tickets, and you can't even attend that fight. It's only personnel and the fighters. So it's only the personnel that's and the fighters. You can't even attend that event, and that's showing you how serious this is. Like the coronavirus can affect 14 people in just a very small radius. It's crazy. And like shit, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of tripping because I was in the gym working out for like 2 hours yesterday. And now they're shutting all the gyms down because they're saying the gym is one of the most easiest places to get it. People sweating on these benches and all of that. I know they shut one of the biggest gyms down where I'm at out here. They shut the gym down already. So yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, and Cesar says, shaking my head. People fighting for toilet paper. We not prepared. Our biggest mistake is feeling that we Americans are better than every country. Yeah, and the thing is social media. Everybody want to, make it a joke. Like even after yesterday, okay? I knew yesterday after I saw they shut the NBA down and all these sports organizations being shut down, I knew it wasn't a joke then. But you still got idiots coming on making memes after all of that, thinking it's a joke. It ain't funny. It's not funny. Like, and that's just what social media does. I think a lot of people on social media, like me, I use social media. I got a boxing page and then I got a personal page. My boxing page, I obviously use it and we talk boxing on there. My other regular page, I use it for comedy. Like that's just like, I'm a clown. Just like James Dominguez, we use it. I don't go in there with personal issues on Facebook. I use that shit to get a laugh and for comedy, right? So, and what I was getting to is a lot of people, they start using Facebook and they think that shit is real life, right? Or they all think it's a game, they think it's all a game, everything is the game but when real shit comes up, they don't know how to turn that switch off and like, okay, well, this is serious. This is not a game. Y'all better wake up, y'all better wake up. I was talking to someone earlier today, right? And, I'm having a conversation or whatever. And the person I'm talking to, they didn't have no idea, nothing about what was going on with the coronavirus. Because I had latex gloves on. I'm out and about. I had latex gloves on. They tell me they start laughing like ha ha. You don't tell me, are you doing that because of that coronavirus thing? And I'm like, yeah. Like, you think it's funny? And they really thought it was really funny that I had latex gloves on, and and then I started explaining to them like this and that, and they didn't have no idea. They basically thought it was all a game. And that it's just sad that especially the young community, they think everything is funny, and they think everything is a game, and it's not. But anyway, so Top Rank, Shakur Stevenson and all those guys on that Top Rank card this weekend, they're gonna be fighting in the empty arena. And this is the thing, this is the thing where fans come in. Now, these fighters are going to see what fans really mean, because now they're going to have to fight in an empty arena, because a lot of fighters, they get to a point in their career to where they think that the fans don't matter, right? A lot of these fighters, they get to a point in their career where they think that the fans don't matter. Because they get complacent, they know the fans are going to be there. And now they're going to see, they really going to see how much fans matter, because they're going to have to fight in empty arenas. If they, like this weekend, we got, like I said, we got the Top Rank event. And from what I'm hearing is that the event with James Kirkland in Minnesota, James Kirkland was supposed to have his comeback, and I think he was fighting in Minnesota. And from what I'm hearing is they canceling, and they're going to postpone that whole event. Golden Boy Promotions, they're canceling all of their fights, or postponing all of their fights in the month of March, all the way up until mid-April, at least mid-April, what I'm hearing. So like I said, if any of these fighters are fighting, they really going to realize now how much the fans mean. Okay? Because all of this about, it's about this and that, and you have some fighters say the fans don't matter. It's about money. Well, they really going to see how much the fans really matter, because I think that having a fight in an empty arena with nobody watching you, I think that's going to be a very humbling experience for, for these fighters. It's going to be a very humbling experience for these fighters. And Shakur Stevenson is one of my favorite fighters, right? Everybody knows Shakur Stevenson, one of my favorite fighters. But I see a lot of young, and I'm not saying him in particular, but I see a lot of young guys, when they start getting fame like that, they start forgetting about the fans. And the only good that he can take out of this is having to go through this situation and really bringing him back down to earth with everybody else, and let them know, like, damn, this is what it's going to be like without fans. Like, what if we had to fight all the time without fans in the arena? It's going to be a very humbling experience for a lot of these fighters. And Eddie Hearn, we always hear him coming out lately talking about fights over in Saudi Arabia. Hey, what's going to happen? Because like I said, this is just the beginning of all this stuff. Everybody that think it's like, it's going to be gone next week. It's going to pass through and be gone. No, it ain't. It's going to get worse. And I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to get a lot worse. This is just the beginning, and we are not prepared for it in America, whether you want to hear it or whether you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get a lot worse. And so, what's going to happen? Are they really, they might have to really start scheduling, taking a lot of these fights to Saudi Arabia. I don't know what's going to happen. That's the thing. This is affecting people. Hold on, I got a caller calling in. Let's see. Hold on. State your name. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Australia.
What's going on, Australia? What's your name?
Sean Hart.
Okay, what's going on? What you want to talk about?
Well, I'd like to say that Deontay Wilder is a little bit overrated.
Yeah, but we ain't talking about Deontay Wilder right now. Call back in another time. Anyway, but like I said, what was I getting at? Hold on, let me go through some of these comments. James Dominguez says the cornballs would make memes if the planet was going to be hit by a meteor. Yeah, that's real talk. Like, people think everything is just funny nowadays, and that shit just, like, I don't know. People was making memes when Kobe died. You know, like, it's crazy. Like, everything is not a joke. Stephen T. Pope. Yeah, anyway, man. Hey, yeah, man, I knew that right off. I already knew he just a troll. I knew that right off. Like, come on, man. Like, don't nobody want to hear that bullshit. We ain't here talking about some serious shit right now. Dayton Henry Jr. says, I feel like sports will shut down in America for 1 or 2 months. Well, that's what I'm saying, Dayton Henry Jr. We not prepared for this. So it's going to be, it's a lot worse than what, I'm telling you, it's a lot worse than what they're telling you. And Bernie Sanders was on today, and he straight up said, he said, don't listen to what Trump is telling you, because he's coming out and he's trying to tell you, like, oh, well, it's not that bad. And you know, this and that. Don't panic. It's not, like, it's a lot worse than what they telling us. Okay. It's a lot worse, because I'm going to tell you, they wouldn't be shutting down multi-billion dollar, trillion dollar industries for no reason. Okay. You got to think they losing billions of dollars. People going to lose their jobs. Stock market's going to shut down. Oh, hey, y'all better open your eyes. This ain't no Ebola virus. This ain't no shit that's just going to pass right through. They know what they doing. Okay. That's why other countries have been preparing for this for years. Okay. If they're saying that China is well ahead of us when it comes to this, like, we way behind them on this issue in all these other countries. Okay. If we're behind them, and you saw what was happening in China, what you think can happen to us over here if we're not prepared for it? So they're saying, like, okay, say if you get sick, right, and you coughing, and you like, man, I gotta go to the hospital. I'm coughing. I got a cold. I feel like my chest hurting or whatever. And you think in your head, like, damn, I might have this shit, right? If you're not just damn near fucked up and dying, they don't have enough test kits. So they said that they, you know, most likely they're going to turn you down and tell you, like, you know, well, you good, you'll be fine, go home, unless you damn near, you know, they have to test you, unless you get to the point to where they're like, okay, he could be a very, very serious case. We got to test him, because they don't have enough test kits. We don't know how many people got this shit. Like I said, a lot of us go to the gyms, go to the grocery store. We don't know who got it. Because if we got 360 something million people in America, and they've only been able to test less than 11,000 people, it don't take rocket science to figure out what's going on. Keto Abashi says, it's another election year, cuzzo. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but man, it's a lot more to it than that. I mean, it's a lot more to it than that, because like I said, Keto, I don't know if you was in here earlier, right? I got a partner, and he's really up on all of this shit. He's been telling me this shit was going to happen for the last 5 or 6 years. Exactly what's going on, he's been telling me for the last 5 or 6 years. Okay. He's been telling me this. So what does that tell y'all? If I have somebody that I know personally that's been telling me that this shit was going to happen, and he's been stressing it on me for the last 5 or 6 years, he's been telling me exactly what's going to happen. And when it happened, what I did is I picked up the phone and I called him and I said, dog, it's crazy because everything that's going on, you've been telling me. And he was stressing it to me. He was stressing me to prepare myself for it for years now, right? And he was like, oh, yeah. He was like, oh, yeah. He was like, I'm telling you. He was like, I've been telling you. He was like, but he's prepared for it. Trust me. He's well prepared for it. And he said the next thing, he said, this is going to go on for a while. And he said, when the next stage hit, they're going to tell you it's been mutated. And what that basically means is just out. It's been mutated. They can't stop it. Ricky says, dude, I'm glad boxing and all sports took a hit. It's bad. It's 10 times worse, bro. Listen to me. All schools in 2 weeks will be shut down. It's going to hit hard, bro. I know, but I'm saying I'm on here to let everybody know that, through sports, it's going to be a lot worse. Because I see a lot of these young people, a lot of people on social media, they think it's a game. Because everybody thinks social media is so real. Everybody takes social media so real, but then everybody play on social media. So when they see something that's really real, they still think it's a game. This ain't a game. This is actually really real. So all the memes and shit, don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to do it. All these memes and shit that you posting and you think it's funny, don't do it because it's serious. Okay? It's real serious. Stephen Pope says Ohio has 100,000 people with corona. He says, Ricky says over 500,000 got corona. He said, for real. Keto Abashi says a dead clock right twice a day. Keto Abashi says be ready for martial law. I know about all that, Keto. Hey, I've been on it. I know about all that. And like I said, I was blessed to have somebody that's been knowing what was going to go on for years, putting me up on game. Stephen T. Pope says Pennsylvania has 14 cases so far. Okay, so Stephen, think about what you're saying. They telling y'all that Pennsylvania has 14 cases, right? Right? But we got 360 some million people probably in America, right? They don't have, and they've only tested less than 11,000 cases. So think about that, Stephen. 14 cases, but they probably got, come on. You gotta times that by 20. And it's growing, and these numbers are growing at this very second in the US. The numbers are growing this very second because people still got to go to the store. You don't know that you got it. And inform y'all for people that don't know, nothing about this. They say that it could take up to 12 days for you to even start getting symptoms. So how many people that walking around don't even know they got it? You see what I'm saying? It could take 12 days to get symptoms. I could have it right now. God, you know what I'm saying? God willing, I don't. You could have it. Anybody can have it. You see what I'm saying? And then if I go, I can't go to it don't matter how good my insurance is. I cannot go to the hospital and say, look, I'm feeling a little ill. I'm scared I got the coronavirus. I need to get tested for it. It's not going to happen because they don't have enough tests. In other countries, they do. Okay, because they were prepared for it. We're not prepared for it. So, what we going to do? You see what I'm saying? All you can do is try to, prepare for it. Stay inside as much as you can. I know everybody got to work, and I know everybody got things that they have to do, but stay clean, stay inside as much as you can. Yeah, I mean, and they're showing you, they shutting everything down. All these sporting events, colleges are being shut down, schools, all of that. Like, really, I don't even want my kids going to school because kids, the thing is kids, they pass stuff around more than anybody because kids, I have to get on my little ones all the time about coughing, on people and not covering their mouth. Today, I'm in Walmart, right? True story. I'm in Walmart. It's a little girl. She's with her mom. She's probably about like 12 years old, right? She's with her mom and her sister. They're in an aisle, okay? I'm probably like 15 feet away from them. I'm about to go in the same aisle that they're in already. This little girl starts coughing all over everywhere. And I'm not even trying to be funny right now. She, ha, 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 ha. She's coughing and then she's laughing, right? And she coughing everywhere. And I'm like, hey, I needed to get something in that aisle, and I didn't even go down that aisle. I'm like, I'm cool. I'm not even going because I don't know if the little girl was playing around or I don't know if she was really sick. But I'm going to tell y'all, I didn't go down that aisle. I was just like, fuck it. I ain't even going to grab that. If I do grab it, I have to go at a later time. But it's that serious. And so, like I said, everybody that got, that's on social media, try to use your platform to inform everybody because, like I said, a lot of young people, they don't know nothing what's going on and they think it's a game. They think it's a game because we've never seen nothing like this before, in America. Other countries, they've had to go through, similar things, but we've never seen nothing like this. So everybody think it's a game. Joseph Jackson says, wow, crazy. The Bible talks about pestilence. Yeah, I mean, if you pick up the Bible actually, and I'm, and I know that everybody got their own different views, so I'm not going to get all into that. But it tells you, the Bible tell you a lot of things, that's taking place, that's going to take place. And yeah. Dayton Henry Jr. says people need to stay indoors and stock up on supplies. Yeah, real shit. Real talk. State of emergency is in most states. Yeah. Yeah, stay inside, like for real. That's what I'm stressing. Like, stay inside. Like I said, ain't gonna be no gym. I'm working out, but like I said, one of the biggest gyms, and I didn't know that. My boy, one of my workout partners, he called me and he was like, man, they shut the gym down. He was like, they shut the gym down. He was like, so we can't. I was like, that's cool. I got a gym at the crib. I'll work out at the crib. I wasn't gonna go to the gym anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who's sick. And like I said, now that I'm finding out that you can go without getting symptoms for up to 12 days. Come on, man. Cassandra Mason checking in late. Yeah, we in here talking some serious stuff. We've been cooking, Cassandra. But yeah, so and hit my like button. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's Everything Boxing. Okay, go subscribe to the channel on YouTube and hit my like button. Y'all know how I do. Usually we going hard on boxing. We going hard, but it's stuff that's serious, a lot more serious than boxing, that's actually affecting boxing, but it's going to be affecting all of us. Everybody's affected by this. You know what I'm saying? And as far as boxing, like I said, they canceled once again the top rank event. The fighters on top, for everybody that's coming in late, Shakur Stevenson, and I think Mick Conlon and all of these guys that's fighting on this top rank event this weekend, they still gonna fight, but they gonna fight in an empty arena. Okay. These dudes is gonna be all right. Keto, appreciate you for tuning in, cuz these guys are gonna be really, I think it's gonna be a very, very humbling experience. Like I was saying before, because we always see these boxers get to a certain point to where they don't respect the fans. Not all fighters, but a lot of fighters, once they get to a certain level, it's going to be a humbling experience, And a lot of these fighters, they're going to lose a lot of money because they're not going to be able to fight. So what's going to happen with a lot of these big events? What is going to happen with a lot of these big events? This is just the beginning. It's going to get worse. Oh, it's going to get a lot worse. So, and like I said, so Golden Boy, they shut down all their events. Golden Boy, they're not going to have no events. They're saying up until like mid-April, but it'll be longer than that. I'm telling y'all. The PBC, I believe that they canceled the event that they had in Minnesota. For everybody that wasn't here, in the beginning, I think they canceled the James Kirkland fight in the event that they had in Minnesota. So yeah, shit is real. It's serious out here. And yeah, I mean, and let's think about it, like the NBA, okay? The NBA, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, two superstars of the Utah Jazz, right? They got it. But we don't know because, I mean, we imagine how many people got it that don't even know yet, because all the teams that they played, right? All the teams that Utah Jazz played, all of their players, right? All the fans that they didn't came in contact with, the media. Come on now. Talk to me. Like, for real, it's crazy. Yeah, it's real crazy, So yeah, I'll be lying to you if I said I wasn't nervous about this shit, because like I said, people gotta go to work. People got, things to do until they shut down everything, because they're gonna shut down everything to where you're not gonna be able to go nowhere but stay in your house. So everybody, like my man Dayton Jr. Henry said, everybody stock up on your supplies and be prepared. Like, for real, you can't buy. I've been to several places where I'm at. You can't even buy toilet paper. So this shit crazy. You can't even buy toilet paper. What happened? But yeah, we can't even buy, we can't even get toilet paper, and that's crazy. Munir Khan off in the building. He says, best to fill up your house with food and stay indoors as much as possible. And if anybody in the UK, is watching, call in, because I want to speak to somebody from a different country. I know it's late over there, so usually if I get on early, a lot of UK fans will be on with me, but I know it's late. It's like probably like 4 in the morning over there. But if anybody in the UK is on right now watching, call in, because I want to get some take, on this from, what's going on in the UK. How's it over there? So yeah, let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. Okay, Munir Khan says England is not prepared for this disease. People are dying daily. Everything getting shut down. Yeah, see, you see what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is real crazy. So I mean, seeing, a lot of these fights, like I was prepared. I was about to get prepared to go see, to go to New York in May to see Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez fight. That's a fight that I was looking forward to, going out to New York, and catching that fight. But that won't be happening. That fight probably won't even happen. It's a lot of these fights that we're not going to be able to see. But that's the least of our worries right now. it's crazy. I know a lot of us what a lot of us is like, damn, we ain't gonna have no boxing on. But hey, that's gonna be the least of our worries is not being able to watch boxing. It's crazy. Sam Bam says, hopefully this AZ heat is coming up in April. It kills the virus. I don't believe that. Sam Bam, I don't believe that shit, because if heat would kill the virus, come on, man. I don't believe that personally, because that shit's man-made. To me, it's about population control, and they're not going to come out with something that, oh, okay, well, it's not going to affect people in hot areas because it's just going to kill off the virus. That's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that shit. I don't believe that. Dade Henry Jr. says, I wouldn't travel at all. Oh, no doubt. But I don't think it's going to get worse. So they're not even going to let you travel. You dig what I'm saying? They're not gonna let you travel. You see what I'm saying? For real. Yeah, Draco Bay. Yeah, hey, Draco. For real, like I said, I didn't even know it was that serious myself until really, lately. You know what I'm saying? Lately. And then I really had to start like looking into it. But I don't know if you just came in here, Draco. Like I said, I got a homeboy that's been telling me that this was going to happen for the last 5 or 6 years. He been drilling to me and telling me exactly what was going to happen. And everything that he said is exactly what's happening. So this is some shit that's been planned out for years and years and years. I'm telling y'all, this shit been planned out for over 20 years. Dade Henry Jr. says a vaccine needs to be created. Only time will tell. But I mean, we so far behind. We so far behind, and like we don't even have enough test kits in America. So that ain't gonna happen no time soon in America. A vaccine. We're not gonna get a vaccine for this no time soon in America. And by the time we get a vaccine, this shit's gonna be out of control. It's gonna be so out of control. Mo Bean Muslim says, as a doctor, I'm telling you all of the precautions. Do not stop the viral He said, I'm telling you all, the precautions do not stop the viral transmission. Historically, these precautions do not stop anything. My man is a doctor. I know him personally. Mobeen Muslim, okay? He says, as a doctor, he says he's telling everybody that all of these precautions that they're telling you, it won't stop the viral transmission, the transmission of the virus, okay? He says, historically, these precautions do not stop anything. He's telling you. So what he's telling you is this shit is a lot more serious than what they're telling you it is. And like I said, Bernie Sanders spoke today, and he said it. He said, don't listen to the shit that Donald Trump is trying to feed us. He said, this virus is a lot more serious than what he's been telling us. And he says that we are so far behind than these other countries. He said, because he didn't prepare us for it, and we're not prepared for it. Draco B. Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. Hit my line. But yeah, so this shit crazy. So like I said, I'm gonna try to stay in the house. Everybody, try to stay in the house as much as you can. Exactly. That's what I'm in Draco Bay. I know all about that shit. Like, people don't understand. It's population control. It's a man-made virus. But I'm not gonna get into all of that because a lot of y'all are not even ready for all of that. A lot of y'all not ready for all of that. So all I can say is make sure that you just go do your research yourself. Hold on, I got a caller. Let's see who calling in. Caller, where you calling from? What's your name?
My name is Kat Taylor. I'm the world's #1 boxing fan.
What?
My name is Kat Taylor. I'm the world's #1 boxing fan.
Oh, Kat. What's going on, Kat? How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm good, you know. Hey, I'm as well as I can be.
Okay, so look, I see that you online right now, and you talking about the precautions of this virus that's going around, right?
Right.
Okay, look, but here's my logical input on it. I just googled some stuff online about catastrophic tragedies that have happened over the course of the years, and dating back centuries and centuries ago, it it seemed like every so often something that happens catastrophic to get our minds off of what's really going on in the world. And from what I saw, the most catastrophic event took place coming out of China. Now, I'm saying this to say this. That coronavirus, now we've anybody that's like I'm not talking to basically the Christian people because they they have their own beliefs as far as that Bible, but I'm talking to the Moorish Americans, and I'm talking to the Muslims right now, and I'm talking to um, some of the Israelites right now, some of the people who seen this long before the people who study the Bible had seen it.
Right.
This thing been out for generations. It's been out generations long before you and I were even born, our great grandparents and all of that. So now I'm continuing to do the research, and I'm looking at now. It is true about this Lysol bottle, right? Now this thing was on that Lysol can years and years, and we've never noticed that it that was one of the things that Lysol killed.
Well, it's different strands of the coronavirus. You see what I'm saying? They got different strands.
Like, okay, I could take that and fly with it. But guess what? I just learned doing my Google research and just looking at like diseases overall.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned that it's different strands of HIV and AIDS. I never knew that it was an HIV-1 and all of that. You know how I found that out? I was watching TV in here one day, and I normally I like movies, but lately I've been watching movies on the Bounce TV.
Yeah.
And I saw a commercial come on Bounce where it's something they can give you to prevent like outbreaks of something. I don't know because I'm not really big on these nerve diseases, right? I try to practice safe sex if I'm gonna do it and stay away from that. But it's something that they were advertising about one of these diseases where they're keeping it dormant. And when they were running through the list of, you know, the side effects, you know how those side effects be 1,000 long. One of the side effects was the HIV-1. So I said, what the hell is HIV-1? So immediately I Googled it because I was like, I never even knew that. I just always knew that it was HIV and it would blossom into AIDS. So
yeah.
my thing is with all of this stuff, it's a cure for all of this stuff. They're lying, saying that it's not a cure. They're lying. They are simply lying.
See, and
I'm saying this because I don't want our people to be afraid, like they're gonna be walking around here like some type of zombies in the living dead. This stuff has been out for generations and generations, and if you pay attention to catastrophic events, it's always been something out here put out here in place to like do a new world order where they're killing off people.
But see,
it's a way people you can survive this.
Well, see, this is the thing.
If our people survive slavery, with all of them germs and all of that, our people can overcome anything. And I don't want our people to be brainwashed into believing that they can't survive this. Yes, you can. Now, the boxing world, I'm shocked that the boxing world is gonna. Well, I'm not shocked because the fighters themselves I'm not scared by a long shot. Champs, if y'all listening in on the show right now, y'all continue to work out, do your thing, because if you're a healthy fighter and you're not playing with your career, you staying away from these meat products because we don't know what they putting in that stuff. Stop eating it. Stop eating dairy. You're not going to experience with getting a virus that your body can't fight. I'm not going to allow y'all to even get brainwashed and believe in something like that. After I continue to do my research online, I'm looking at the virus. The virus don't even survive in heat. So y'all continue to go.
A lot of that, a lot of what you're saying, it could be true. But the thing is we not educated enough on this virus to take it lightly. So I wouldn't advise nobody to keep doing everything that they've been doing because, I think it's about population control. So they want you to be as misinformed as you can about this so you don't take precaution. Because once it get out of control, okay, and you're not ready for it, what you gonna do then? That's what I'm saying. Like, don't take it lightly. Don't take it lightly.
I'm not saying take it lightly, but I'm not advocating for them not to live their lives.
It's better, but it's better to be overcautious to not be cautious at all.
Okay, when they created that HIV and AIDS, they threw it out here with the intent to target a certain nationality of people.
But see, you had to be for HIV and AIDS, you had to be fucking to get it. This is airborne.
That's what I'm saying. They always throwing something. They always throwing out something to try to do a new world order where they want to take over something. And it always backfire on these fools. Every single time, whether it be through sex, airborne, they are always doing something that they don't have no business with. And it ends up backfiring on them. And you know what I hope? As a melanated group, I hope they throw this mess out here and all our people survive it. And they die off.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Cat. This ain't about color. This is about everybody. It's population control. So at the end of the day,
well, what's the biggest population control that they trying to control though?
Hey,
who are the main people? And I'm not making
this affect everybody. It's not affecting just a certain, demographic of people. This is going to affect everybody. But
it's going to affect everybody. But they started off with this mess. Now it's backfiring on them.
Yeah,
it's going to backfire. And you know what? I'm not going to feel the least sorry for them. I'm sorry because you shouldn't be in the lab trying to generate new world orders to kill all people. Like you said. You wrong. You wrong for even having a mental state like that. What is the purpose of this? Why? To gain control of what? What do you want? Y'all, they have money. They have riches. They have properties. What is it that they want? What more do these fools want? To live forever? Because that's not going to happen. I don't care what you do. Who you trying to target? You cannot live forever.
I hear what you're saying. But like I said, it's a lot more to it. It's a lot more to it than what we all know. But at the end of the day, everybody gonna have their different takes on this. But all I can say is just, everybody need to just, read and get informed on what's going on. Read and get informed on what's going on because don't nobody know everything. I don't, you don't, but we need to really open our eyes and get informed on what's going on with this situation. But I do appreciate you calling in, Kat. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, sweetheart.
Thank you.
You have a great night.
Have a great day.
Okay, bye-bye. Mo, if you in the building, Mo, you the only doctor that I know of that's in the chat. Mo, call in and I want to get your take on this. If you can. If you're not at work right now, if you able to call in. let me get your take on this, Mo. Hold on real quick. My man George O'Neill off in the building. He says biological warfare. Hold on. Kat says Putin Promotions will continue with his scheduled boxing event on March the 28th in DC. She says, I am being honored and will be in attendance from the world's #1 boxing fan, Kat Taylor. Okay. Congratulations on you being honored, Kat. Now let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Mo, if you still in the building, I don't know if you're still in the building, Mo. Like I said, I want to get your take because you're a doctor, and I know you probably know a lot more about this, than we do. Let me see. Hold on. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, so it's real crazy. It's don't everybody take this real serious and don't think a lot of these boxing events, in the upcoming weeks and months, we're not gonna have them. I'm telling y'all beforehand. So don't think that you're gonna be able to travel, go to any of these events. We're not gonna have these events because it's gonna get bad to where these fighters, they're not gonna train. They're not gonna be in the gyms training. I wouldn't go to a boxing gym. I wouldn't go to the boxing gym. You ain't gonna see me in there. I wouldn't go to no gym. But I mean, like I said, Kat, she called it. She had a different perspective, and I respect everybody's opinion. Like I said, none of us know everything about this. We all just learning about this virus. Just like she said. Sam Bam says, will this affect the Canelo and Saunders training camp? I think it will. It's going to affect everything. Yeah. Todd Swindle says, things like this are foretold in the Bible. These are the end of times. It will get worse. Todd Swindle off in the building. I talked about that. I told everybody. I said, prepare because this is just the beginning. It's going to get worse. So yeah, we talked about that earlier, Todd. Yeah, it's gonna get worse. And hold on, let me see who calling in. Caller, state your name and where you calling from. Hold on. Put you on speaker. All right, run that back.
It's Mo from Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, what's going on, Mo? What's good? This is Mo Bean here. Okay, he's a doctor. So I'm gonna let him cook. So listen to what he got to say about this because he's a doctor.
So KT, a lot of the things that you've been saying are absolutely correct. It's a different strain. Yes, COVID has been around forever, but it's a different strain. We don't know a lot about it. It is killing people around the world. However, there is a sense of panic in the world that is not justified. So if you look at results right now, 80% of people are going to be just fine. You might not even have symptoms. About 17% of you guys might have some symptoms. And right now, around, a little bit less than 3% people are dying, but I think it's going to get even less than that once more testing has occurred. The United States has been behind when it comes to testing. They should have learned from the rest of the world when it came to this pandemic and start having testing a little earlier. Regardless of what's going on, it is a viral disease. It's a virus, which means no matter what the virus is, if it's coronavirus, if it's influenza, whatever it might be, we have to take the precautions ourselves. There has to be self-accountability of staying in and quarantining ourselves. The fear is not with the people below 49. The fear is what happens in immunocompromised people and the elderly. This is people we really need to watch after. So if you have grandparents that are out and about, going on cruises, or even out and about in the street, you should recommend them staying at home for at least 2 to 3 weeks right now. That's what we need to be doing. Everybody else, us young folks, need to be washing our hands continuously to do whatever we can to lower the transmission. Now, canceling all these sporting events. This is something I highly disagree on, because no matter what, we still have hundreds of people in the subways going to work. The virus is already in the United States. Canceling sporting events is not going to stop any kind of transmission. When H1N1 occurred, we had a lot of restrictions when it came to flying, going to events. Years after H1N1, World Health Organization did a review on all the restrictions, found out what it did actually create more harm than good. It created more anxiety, more panic in the public, and also exhausted a lot of economic resources. So this is one thing I have not agreed with yet. However, I do understand why they're doing it, because A, Trump has to show the world that he is doing something for the United States. But B, like you said, KT, maybe it is a little too early still, and we need to learn more about the virus. So the bottom line is, panic and anxiety are not due yet. We need to make sure that we are doing everything we can with personal hygiene and watch over the elderly. All this man-made stuff, I don't believe in any of that kind of stuff. There are too many bright African-American doctors, professionals that deal with this kind of stuff on a daily basis, and they would have picked up on something like that immediately and cascaded that message. I have so many Black American, African-American doctors that are brighter than me, man. So all this man-made stuff, I don't agree with at all. However, we do need to make sure we take the precautions ourselves.
Okay, Mo. I got a question from you. Somebody got a question from you. Ellis Dogbay, he says he got a question for you. He says, what about young guys with heart conditions?
Absolutely. So if you have a heart condition too, and you're already if you're immune, anything where your immune system is affected a little bit. So I would need to know a little bit more about the heart condition. Usually heart conditions do not affect an immune system. However, if a doctor or a professional has ever told this individual that his immune system is not as strong or where it needs to be, then yes, that guy especially needs to take extra precautions. The world is worried right because many people in a year die from influenza. No matter what, we've had 20 years of study. We've had 20 years of study influenza, maybe even more. We provide vaccinations, and still people die to this day. And now we've added another another virus to the repertoire. So healthcare professionals are really. So what does that mean? Does next year mean you have to get a flu shot and a coronavirus shot? These are the things that we're discussing now. We're kind of concerned because we don't know what coronavirus is going to look like in 2020. Viruses tend to mutate. That's why the influenza, the flu changes every year also. So this is something we're talking about. So that individual, if he has an immune system that's compromised, he needs to definitely take precautions.
Okay. So yeah, there y'all hear. Like I said, we all learning. I mean, you still learning about this yourself, right, Mo?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
some new information and this is good. Some of the new information we're learning. I don't know if you've heard about this, but now research is showing that the virus will remain in the air for about 3 hours in a certain space. Surfaces, it can last up to 3 days. So please, everybody out there, make sure if you're going to the gym, I'm not telling you not to go to the gym. I'm not saying any of that. Please, but routinely wash your hands.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate that, Mo. I appreciate you calling in and, informing people a little bit more about the virus.
Anytime, Casey. Hey, man, love the show. One of the best boxing advocates out there. Keep up the good work, man. I'll take the rest of the show offline. I really appreciate everything you do for the sport.
I appreciate you, my dude. All right.
Thank you, man.
All right. Yeah, so you heard what he just said. He said that the virus can be airborne. Yeah, for what did he say? 3 hours. He said up to 3 hours, and he said it can remain on the surfaces for days. That's crazy. But like I said, we all still learning about this. We all still learning about this, and all we can do is, continue to take precaution. Like he said, continue to wash your hands and stay up on your hygiene. And stay out of places as much as you can where stay out of public places as much as you can. But yeah, there you go. And like he said he's a doctor and he's still learning about the virus himself. They're still learning about it. So oh yeah, Draco Bay. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Yeah. That's Draco, this is what we need to do instead of, trying to make memes and jokes out of everything. Because, I could have came on here and just talked about boxing, but, this affect everything. Sam Bam says, so should I wear a mask since it's airborne? I mean, like I said, it's taking all the precaution to me is a lot better than just, like, oh, I ain't got nothing to worry about and not taking precaution. But I'm gonna tell you like this: it's hard. It's only certain type of masks that really that's gonna be effective, and you can't even find those. You can't even buy them. Like, you can't just get any type of mask from like Walgreens and think it's gonna work for this, because it's not. But hey, if you do find the mask, Sam Bam, let me know, because I know Chris Nobles from Die Hard Boxing. He posted last night that he had ordered a special mask. Right, he had ordered himself a special mask. So Sam Bam says it has to be N95. Okay, so I'm sorry, Chris Nobles. Shout out to Die Hard Boxing, okay, from Die Hard Boxing. He posted last night that he had ordered a mask, right? And so I told him to give me the link where he ordered the mask from, because I was going to go online and order a mask. So right before I'm about to order it, I look in the fine print, and it says that they have a delay. There's a delay. It could be up to 2 weeks or more on the delay because of the high demand for those masks. So I was like, man, I'm not going to order it because shit, I might not ever get it. Or if I do get it, no telling how long it could be. You know how that goes when you order something and they tell you right off the bat that it's going to be a delay. I mean, shit, you don't know how long that's going to be. Ken Perry off in the building. I appreciate it, my dude. So yeah, that's what it is. Now, before I get up off of here, because I've been on here over an hour already. If you didn't catch the show, make sure that you go watch the replay. When it's up, go back and check the show out. Make sure that you hit my like button, but subscribe to YouTube, to Everything Boxing on YouTube, and go hit the like button, okay? So you'll get all my notifications when I come on. Before I get off of here, I'm going to just go ahead and dive into some boxing real quick. Draco Bay says, here in Brooklyn, the stories are up in the price on sanitizers. Shaking my head. He says, benefiting off of catastrophe. Yeah, that's what they do. These retail companies, they're going to try to benefit off of anything they can. That's just, this is what it is. Blue Blood Sports TV off in the building. Oh yeah, we've been cooking tonight, Blue Blood. I had a doctor come in here. One of my doctor friends, he talked about the coronavirus. He informed us on a lot of information on it. So yeah, we've been cooking tonight. And everybody, make sure before you leave here, I already told you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Blue Blood Sports TV. Okay, because if you're a boxing fan and you're not subscribed to Blue Blood Sports TV, you're missing all the information you need to know because he's doing it. I mean, all the information you need to know, you ain't got to go no further. You know, he's out at all of these events, putting in work. One of the hardest men in boxing. But yeah, go check him out and make sure you subscribe to him. Everybody that's watching this, D-Lo 404 Boxing. What's good with it? And make sure you subscribe to D-Lo 404 Boxing. He out there putting in work every day too, informing us. I get a lot of information from his channel. Like I said, make sure y'all do that. Let me see. D-Lo 404 Boxing says, I buy infrared cameras for my company, and even they are on a long back order due to high demand for screening for the virus. So you hear D-Lo 404 Boxing says he buys infrared cameras for his company, and they're even on back demand because of the virus. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, where I'm at, you can't even get toilet paper. Oh, Blue Blood. Okay, for sure. Yeah, Blue Blood. I thought you was gonna go on earlier. I know you had posted earlier that you was gonna go on and do a live. I think you had put 4, and I was checking for it, but I ain't see it. Mo Bean says, KT, since we don't have boxing or March Madness, we should do a bracket challenge for certain weight classes. Let's put a Sweet 16 together for welterweight and discuss online. We could do that. Yeah, we could do that. You know, hey, we could do that. But one thing I want to get into, like I said, before I get up off of here, I saw that Demetrius Andrade, he's gonna have a fight. His next fight is coming up against Liam Williams. I think it's Liam Williams. Let me see. Oh, you said you went on that for? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that because I did not get no. I was checking too. I didn't get no notification or none of that. YouTube, man, YouTube be acting up for real. My cousin, I was talking to my cousin on the phone. Me and him in the heated debate about boxing earlier, and he's like, "Man, I don't get none of your notifications." He was like, "Man, you ain't been on live and did a live in months. What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Man, I've been on here cooking. What you mean?" He was like, "I don't get no notifications." I was like, "Yeah, I've been on here." So Demetrius Andrade, he got a fight coming up against Liam Williams. Liam Williams, man. So if y'all don't know who Liam Williams is, I know it's a whole bunch of Williams. And Liam Williams he already lost to Liam Smith. If y'all, he already lost to Liam Smith, and at the end of the day, this is what I'm getting to. Demetrius Andrade keep fighting these. When is he gonna fight somebody? Like, come on now. When is Demetrius Andrade gonna step up in competition and really fight somebody? Is it that hard to get somebody to fight him? Because now I'm like, come on, man. What's really going on? Why are you fighting Liam Williams? I think it's Liam Williams. Not Liam Smith, Liam Williams. That's who he's fighting. He's fighting Liam Williams. Liam Smith beat Liam Williams. All these Liams in the UK. Yeah, he fighting Liam Williams. So this dude is not like, come on. And then they trying to, I forgot what I was watching, but they trying to make it like, oh yeah, Demetrius Andrade, you know, he finally got a big fight coming up. That's not a big fight. Like, that's not, nobody who wants to see him fight Liam Williams. Like Ellis Dogbay, you thought it was Liam Smith. No, it's Liam Williams. Like, nobody want to see that. Like, come on now. Demetrius Andrade, he's been around for too long. He got a belt and he's still not fighting nobody. Draco Bay says Liam Williams question. he says, see, don't nobody know who Liam Williams is. I know who he is because I seen him lose. I seen him lose to Liam Smith. He said, D-Lo 404 Boxing said Andrade may as well be fighting the guy that's making his debut. Like, come on, man, we sick of this. Like when are you gonna really fight somebody? Demetrius Andrade has been in his prime for probably the last 5 years, and he still ain't fought nobody. Like, what's really going on? I don't understand it. Watch, I'm gonna pull it up. Liam Williams. Hold on. He from the UK. I'm pulling it up right now. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Liam Williams. He 22 wins and he's lost 2 fights, right? And he didn't got stopped once. Let's go down Liam Williams' resume. Let me tell you, and this is just to show y'all that Demetrius Andrade always talk all of that big shit, but he's never fighting nobody. What's going on? Liam Williams, okay? This is Liam Williams' resume. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up on the screen so y'all can see, okay? Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up on the screen so y'all can see who Liam Williams is, because I see most of y'all in the chat don't even know who he is. Give me a second. I'm going to pull up his box rec. Hold on. Okay. Now, make sure y'all can see this. Everybody see on the screen. Hold on. Let me get back to my feed. And then I'm going to show y'all exactly who Liam Williams is. Okay, here we go. This is Liam Williams. Y'all see. Now, let's see if we know anybody on Liam Williams' resume that he beat for him to be fighting Demetrius Andrade, or for Demetrius Andrade to be fighting him, okay? Alantez Fox, I know who that is, okay? Now, let's go down. You see his resume. We got Ryan Clark, Tommy Tolan, Gilson, DeZeus, Paul Morby, Tony. Okay, yeah. We don't know nobody in here know none of these guys, okay? Gustavo Alberto Sanchez, nobody know who he is. He fought Gary Cochran. Okay, we kind of know who he is, but Gary Cochran is not a. He fought Liam Smith, right? Let me see. He lost to Liam Smith, right? We know who Liam Smith is. Liam Smith is the same guy that got knocked out by Canelo Alvarez, and the same guy that got stopped by Jaime Munguia. Okay, so he fought Liam Smith twice, back to back. He lost both times to Liam Smith. Then he fought Daryl Sharp, Craig Nicholson, Mark Heffron, Joe Mullender, Kareem Akar, and Alantez Fox. So this is the type of guys that Demetrius Andrade keeps fighting. Why? Why is this the case? Why is this the case? Why is Demetrius Andrade steady fighting this lower level competition this far in his career? He's a champion. Why? I don't understand. It's no way that it could be that hard to get somebody to fight you. Like it looks like he's just satisfied with just going through his whole career with just fighting these D and C level opponents. What's going on? Yeah, nobody know these guys. When I said Liam Williams, everybody thought I was coming up with the wrong name. Didn't nobody even know who he was. Everybody thought I was talking about Liam Smith. No, hey, that's crazy. Yeah, Andrade is talented, but the thing is, how talented is he? I mean, I always thought that he was one of the best, if not the best, at 160 pounds, right? But now I'm starting to question that because, dog, you ain't fighting nobody ever your whole career. I mean, come on. You haven't fought nobody your whole career. This is crazy. Like, come on, man. And then they announce it like, oh, he's finally having a tough fight. Like, tough? He's fighting Liam Williams, a guy that's already been beat twice by Liam Smith, the same Liam Smith that got knocked out by Jaime Munguia and Canelo Alvarez. Man, come on now. I don't know. D-Lo Boxer says, don't forget Billy Joe Sanders. That wasn't on Andrade. Yeah. Now, that was Billy Joe Sanders' fault. But, I mean, that's been a minute. D-Lo, how long since then has he had to really, really make, a fight? We can't even say a big fight. I'm not even going to say a big fight, but I'm going to say, like, just to make a fight. D-Lo said when he gets from over there with Eddie Hearn, I mean, we can blame it on Eddie Hearn, but we really can't because we see Eddie Hearn, he been making some fights with his other fighters. You know what I'm saying? He been making big fights with his other fighters. And before that, Demetrius Andrade, he was with another promotion. It was the same story with them. He either wasn't fighting or he was fighting, lower level. I'm not going to call them bums, but I'm going to say he was fighting lower level opposition. So, I mean, he's going from one place, one promotion to another promotion. Now you're with Eddie Hearn, right? But everywhere he's been, it's been the same old song. So, I mean, what's really going on? Todd Swindle says he's afraid of getting exposed. That's why he won't fight any high-level competition. Oh, okay, D-Lo. Yeah, man, it's crazy because I'm like, man, I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't understand it because it's getting out of control. Like, this is getting ridiculous because I don't think nobody in here that's watching right now, and probably even the people from the UK, don't nobody want to see him fight no Liam Williams. I can understand if, you do have a couple tough fights that, a couple fighters that, you fought that was at the top level, but you ain't fought nobody in your whole career. And now you fighting Liam Williams at this stage in your career? You might as well just give that belt up and let somebody else take over. D-Lo says, I'm not blaming Eddie. I just think that the incentive isn't there. And you guys like Charlo don't want to do business with Eddie and DAZN. Yeah, I mean, but I feel what you're saying. They saying that they don't want to do. I mean, if they pay Charlo, I'm pretty sure if they pay Charlo enough, I'm pretty sure he'll go over there and get it in with Demetrius Andrade. But see, the thing is, Demetrius Andrade ain't never fought nobody, right? So it's like it ain't really no money in fighting him because fans ain't even really checking for him no more because every time we do check for him, he's fighting an opponent that we ain't never heard of. You see what I'm saying? So he's not building his profile any. Ain't nobody checking for Demetrius Andrade. Nobody is. And that's it don't have nothing to do with his talent level because he's a really good fighter, But once you I mean, I'm only gonna watch Hulk Hogan versus the Brooklyn Brawler so many times. You feel what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? I'm only gonna watch Hulk Hogan fight the Brooklyn Brawler so many times. For real. Like straight up. You can't keep feeding me Hulk Hogan versus the Brooklyn Brawler as the main event and think I'm gonna keep watching it over and over. I'm not. Come on, it just ain't gonna happen. Todd Swindle says he'll never get a big money fight fighting low level competition. There's no reason anyone has to fight him. Not enough money to risk. Yeah, I mean, and that's just what it is, because it's like you ain't never fought nobody to build your fan base up to where it's supposed to be. And then every time we turn around and we think like, okay, well, this next fight, he gonna fight somebody. Then he come out with an opponent you never heard of. Okay, well, the next fight, Boo Boo Andrade gonna fight somebody. And he come out with another opponent you ain't never heard of. You like, okay, well, the next fight, I know he gotta fight somebody, you know, and he come out with another opponent you ain't never heard of. Then you like, okay, he on his last leg. The next fight, I know he gotta fight somebody. I mean, then he come out with another person you ain't never heard of. I mean, come on now. When is it gonna stop? Please make it stop. Make it stop. Jack Ashford in the building. He said, Andrade must have some kind of plan, but what is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is, because I'm like, I've been waiting for this man to fight somebody for years, right? We know he had a fight with Charlo, right? Years ago. Okay, that's one fight. He pulled out of that fight himself with Charlo. So that's on him. Then he had a fight. His next fight, big fight that he was supposed to have, came years later, and that was against Billy Joe Saunders. That wasn't his fault, because we all know, or if you don't know, Billy Joe, he tested positive for PEDs. So that fight wasn't on him. But hold on, let me see. Hold on real quick. I'm going to pull Andrade up, and let's see when he started his professional career. Let me see, okay. Demetrius Andrade started his professional career in 2008, right? 2008. We in 2020. So he been a professional for 12 years. Demetrius Andrade has been a professional for 12 years. And the biggest name on his resume in those 12 years, which you say Willie Nelson? I mean, or Vanez, okay, we'll say the biggest name on his resume was Vanez Martirosyan, okay? That's the biggest name on his resume is Vanez Martirosyan, right? We talking about a fighter that's been a professional for 12 years. That's the WBO middleweight champion of the world. And the biggest name on his resume is Vanez Martirosyan, okay? I'm not going to shit on Vanez Martirosyan, okay? But I'm going to just let you know that fight was years ago. That was in 2013. That was, what, 7 years ago? So you mean to tell me you ain't fought nobody in 7 years? Man, like I'm getting a headache talking about this shit. Like for real, I'm getting a headache thinking about this shit. I'm confused. Like I'm really confused, because you telling me that you ain't fought nobody in 12 years, and you ain't fought a notable opponent really in 7 years, but you the WBO champion. Like, I mean, damn, dog. Like, man, I don't know. It's like it don't get no worse than that. I know we all talk about, because I get on Tank, but we all talk about Tank and a lot of these other fighters, you know, they need to step up. But damn, Dog, you in the twilight of your career, you still ain't fought nobody. Like that shit crazy. He 32 years old and still ain't fought nobody. I mean, I don't know. D-Lo says, I think Andrade is content just getting consistent checks after everything he has gone through on the business side. That is the problem for us fans, though. He says that's the problem for us fans, though. Yeah, but like, yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you, D-Lo. But see, the thing is that we can't make no excuses for him because that's his fault. You know what I'm saying? That's his fault. His business could have been right. That's his fault for being ignorant. And I mean, you could tell when he starts talking, he ain't got it all. We didn't heard him talk. He ain't got it all. You know, Demetrius Andrade, if you ever heard him interview and seen him, that dude is an airhead, a complete airhead. He another dude that he think everything funny. Like he ain't got it all upstairs. But you can tell by the business that he do. So, yeah, like D-Lo said, that's what I really think. I think that he's just content, you know, fighting these lower-level competition fighters and just getting a check. Just as long as I continue to get a check, I don't really care no more. He got a belt. I guess, you know, he could say that he's a champion and he got a belt. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to bring it to your attention for those who didn't know. Demetrius Andrade, you know, he'll be fighting another opponent that you probably don't know who he is, that he shouldn't be in the ring fighting. But anyway, what's new with Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade? What's new with him? Yeah, so anyway, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I've been on here cooking for an hour and a half now. You know, I gotta get off now. Got things to do. Like I said, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We talked about a lot. If you missed the show in the beginning, make sure y'all go ahead and go watch the replay. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, my YouTube Everything Boxing. And before you leave out of the building, hit the like button. Go on YouTube, subscribe, and hit the like button. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Until next time, you already know how I do. You know, I'm going to continue to talk that boxing. There he go talking that boxing again. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. But, hey, y'all know my slogan. I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. But I might have to start watching some reality TV because with what's going on, I don't think I'm going to be watching too much boxing. But, yeah, like I said, anything ain't everything. But around here, everything boxing. I appreciate y'all for tuning in.